time we had the price cap announcement, we had the plan in place to help people before it was announced. This time, that isn't happening. This time, you know, we were told in May, we had a prediction. This time, there's no help in place today. We're being told we have to wait. And I am seeing such terrible panic out there from people saying, how will I afford to pay my bills? And you have Ofgem calling for more government intervention. You have businesses calling for more government intervention. You have the energy trade bodies calling for more public intervention. You have consumer groups calling for more public intervention. I am begging and praying and pleading that there is more government help for this winter so that people will not, and the poorest, and this is not catastrophizing, it is a catastrophe, that people will not die because of this winter. And we need to know now what extra help will come in. Because remember, the government announced help in May based on a price cap from October until April of £2,800. Well, we now know in October it's £3,549 for somebody on typical use, and in January it's currently predicted to go up to around £5,300 for someone on typical use, because we now have a 3-monthly changing price cap. That should never have changed, but it has changed. And that January prediction, we are 7 months through the 10-month assessment period. So that is pretty robust. It won't be exactly that, but it will be in that ballpark. We don't know from April onwards, but for the January one, we're pretty certain. So we are thousands of pounds short for the most vulnerable of money just to enable them to survive through this energy crisis. And I pray that the new Prime Minister, when they come in, and we should have heard this earlier, but we're not there now, that they put proper help in place for the most vulnerable,
Martin,
or this catastrophe is going to lose people's lives.
Martin, when you talk about the new Prime Minister coming in and the calls for help, what tools are available for the government to help? When they come in and when the new Prime Minister comes in and eventually we hear something, what tools can they go to?
The funny thing is, actually, the easy bit is how you help. I'm relatively agnostic. You could freeze the price cap, although that means people like me pay less for energy, and I'm not sure that's what should be happening. You could put in a social tariff, something I've supported for years. You could take the May package of help that the government came up with, and you'd have to just over double every element and a little bit more, and that would help cover some of these problems. Actually, this isn't about the mechanics. This is about the will.